Hey there, Internet. Welcome to the Hard On Gear channel, where I discuss and review my used and abused knives and gear. Knife of the Week, episode 13. First, though, before I get into that, I'm just going to quickly say congrats to Aaron, who won this freaking super cool Izula 2, which is very similar to what you're looking at on the table here. One of my very favorite knives in the EDC fixed blade that kind of kicked off this whole hog channel and got me into the idea of maybe starting this thing up. That was probably one of the best purchases I ever made as far as knives and gear. This is the first fixed blade I bought that wasn't like a big K-bar or some kind of a large bushcraft fixed blade or something like that. Never really thought about the idea of EDCing a fixed blade until I went looking into replacements for my long used Cold Steel Recon 1, and was definitely sold by this knife. So this was a pretty easy decision as to what knife to give away. So congrats, Aaron Kamen. Really put the suspense on that whole giveaway. I think he had about 24 hours left to claim that knife or so when he finally jumped in there. So had me wondering if we were going to have to do another draw, which would have sucked. We'll get that off in the mail to you tomorrow, Monday. So yeah, look forward to that, and congrats again. Thanks to everybody who entered in on that GAW and spread the news and made that a pretty good success. So knife of the week, very quickly I go over which knives I carried on my person this week, which ones I used, what I used them for, and which knife kind of shined as my knife of the week. But this was a pretty dull week for knife use, actually. So I am on my way out of the military, and this was a admin week. So if you have ever been in the military, any kind of federal organization or anything like that, getting in and getting out is the absolute worst part of all of it. There's plenty of sucky stuff, but the admin is atrocious. So I didn't really cut much of anything this week. Oh, and hey there, viewers of the Hog channel. If you wouldn't mind, if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and click the like button, as it helps the channel out and gets this video out to more knife enthusiasts. I'll tell you, I used one knife more than any of them. I don't think I even used the SR1 Lite once or twice, but the Izula 2 got quite a bit of random use, some knife work, and as you can see from the dirt and grime and rust around the edge here, I did a bunch of random prying and different stuff that I probably shouldn't have done with it. But that is the cool thing about the Izula 2. It is one little slab of 1095 carbon steel, and it is pretty much indestructible. And if you do break it, they have a awesome warranty where you can send it back pretty much for anything. I've heard the guys on Blade HQ make the joke that if you were to say you cut this in half with a lightsaber, they'd still give you a brand new Izula 2 in the mail. So that's a lifetime transferable warranty, just in case you were wondering and didn't know about that. Just a good piece of information for you there, Aaron. So I had the Delica and the PM2 in my shorts and sweats interchangeably. I ended up planning to use the PM2, but then couldn't find it because it was in another pair of shorts. But the Delica in, and they were kind of both in and out all week. Both super nice, but without a doubt, the Delica 4 is just about invisible in the pocket once you put it in there. The PM2's got a little more bulk, and you definitely do feel it. Of course, you know, the Toray Anaconda was still in the same spot it always is at my left side, and did use the Signal this week, as well as the SR1 Lite, which got a little bit of use, cutting a little bit of like plastic. Didn't really do anything that was going to dull the edge out. I just stropped these up before I put them in my pocket this week, and I don't really think there's any major wear on anything other than a bit of the tip of the Izula 2. So yeah, knife of the week this week, pretty lame. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to redo this and keep all these in my pocket, and this week I'm going to get a little bit more time to play around, so I'll see what happens as far as the use for these go. This week's knife of the week, number 13, goes to the Izula 2, which kind of fitting and sort of maybe planned. I don't know about planned, but at least definitely works out that this is the giveaway knife and the one that I'm going to talk about the most on this episode. So if you haven't seen my Izula 2 review, it's up there somewhere, over on the side panel maybe, but that's a full SE Izula review where I talk about like why I bought this knife and why it's super awesome. Sometime this spring you'll be seeing a long-term use and abuse review coming out with this thing. I'll be compiling stories from a lot of you guys who've been telling me all your sweet Izula 2 stories, and hopefully we'll get to add to the mix with this bad boy right here. So thanks for watching this. We'll see you guys next week. Got a little different video coming out tomorrow for the weekly upload, just a little bit thematic with my current transition. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. See you next time. Hard On Gear channel, signing off.